Hi, welcome to the Quilting Bee. Lots to talk about now. Pamela wants to know if, as I'm working on the leftover quilts, am I reliving the other quilts where these pieces came from? No. But I am reliving where the fabrics came from in the first place. An old skirt, a gift, lots of clothes that I wore a long time ago. So there is a memory aspect involved. Well, 4249, no, 49453 makes interesting questions. What decade would I do over and why? Actually, there's two. I get a benefit because of being so old. So I guess the decade I would enjoy living over again is of my 80th, the one that just ended. This was a wonderful 10 years, lots of adventures, lots of changes in my life, new things happening. It was a very exciting decade. If COVID weren't happening now, I would be coasting on it much more than I am. But I would like to do that over. The other one is my 40s. Since I was born in 1930, it works out very neatly because my decade is the same as the calendar decade. So that would have been in the 70s. I was very much in love and coasted on that, with that for a long time. And it was just a wonderful time. 40 was wonderful. I never understood why people are regretting 40 or trying to deny that it's happening or whatever. 40 is great. They're different. The decades are definitely different. I think probably the most difficult decade to go into is 70. Because when you're entering your 60s, it's the decade that comes after 50. And you're thinking of it all the time, looking back how it connects to 50, that I got here after 50. But when you're going into 70, you're not relating to 50 anymore. You're relating to 80. You're headed towards 80. 50's long gone. So anyway, life is wonderful. And I certainly got my money's worth on this jaunt. So Noel followed up on this idea of my playing at the Straight Theater and everything, and looked up and found out that the Straight Theater, actually that the Grateful Dead had played there. And he wants to know where, if it's near Russian Hill. No, it's not. It's in the Haight-Ashbury. And the Grateful Dead played there along with a lot of other bands. Actually, not there, but I did play with the Grateful Dead in the Palace of Fine Arts. So that was another story. Dandy Quilter, do I have any regrets? No. Life is too short for regrets. There may be things that you could have done differently, but rather than have regrets, I think it's material to use. You learn from those things. And if life is a tapestry, the bad parts are part of the threads, sometimes very, very beautiful threads that are making up that fabric. So I don't regret anything. Okay, Letitia. Hi, Letitia. Since I put so many different fabrics in my quilts, what about washing them? I never think of washing them. I wouldn't let my fear of how they might survive or be destroyed or whatever. I wouldn't let my fear of what might happen because I mixed velvet with denim or something, let that dictate what my heart at the moment is telling me I want to make. And then you ask the question, I love this, whatever happened to Xelander? Right. Well, he went on with his life, but I only came to YouTube because Xelander was here, and I wanted to make comments, and you couldn't make comments if you weren't a subscriber to him and to YouTube. He was the only person I ever subscribed to, and I had this crush on him. He was just so fantastic and so funny and so on it, with his comments. They were funny and knife sharp. And I wanted to make contact with him. Now, you can't do that in real life. Say you're a big fan of, Frank Sinatra, going way, way back. There was no way in a million years I was ever going to get Frank Sinatra to look at me and interact with me, Margaret. I mean, that's a bizarre idea. Well, I felt like this about Xelander, but I just decided I was going to catch him. So in those days, those golden days of online life, you could attach a video to somebody else's video. So I started making videos and putting them on his page, on his videos, and I'm never any recognition of this from him at all. I just kept doing it, and I finally got him. And it turned out then that we had a wonderful, wonderful time of interacting. Like the video he made for me saying, I've got the hots for A Tree 3. I mean, I succeeded, right? I'm going to give the link here to my first vlog on YouTube. And if you did a search, you could find a lot of ones he made for me, very, very wonderfully funny, and our interaction. Thanks for all the questions. We're going to have a lot more fun now.